Hello everyone, and welcome back to... Oh, we're back up here. Welcome back to Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Last time we left off, we died at the end of the episode because... Fuck off. Because, we got ambushed by these guys, but now we survived. Also, did a little positioning on the mic, and... Well, really, I just tightened the tape a little. And now everything sounds good. It looks good. It's so nice of you to come all the way down here just to see me. Since you did, shall I make it so you can carry more rings? Sure. Then let me see your box. Do this here, do that there. Okay, I'm done. Nice. You got a bigger ring box. It can hold more rings. So the highest your ring can go is level 5 or 6? Hold on. No, 5. And every time you level up your ring box, obviously you can carry more rings, but you can only equip one, which is kind of dumb, considering there are many rings in this game. How? And I mean, like, it's great and all that you can carry, like, at least 5 of what you want, but why can you only use one? Like, come on, that's not fair. Nice. Nice. Yeah, we got our monies back. Actually, we got a lot more money now. Welcome to Gormont. It's too cold to go outside, so I'm all out of shape. Well, you guys are rocks, so I don't think it really matters. Oh god, I remember seeing like a realistic drawing or a picture of a Goron. It actually looked pretty scary. Like, they look like this weird, they kind of look like a rock version of Kog'Maw from League of Legends, and yes, I do play League of Legends, and so far, Kog'Maw seems to be my character, because like, 2 days ago, I was using him, and I was playing with my brother, and like, I wanted to do one more game because I was getting a headache, and I wasn't feeling too up to it, like, I was feeling a little sick. So I was like, hey, I'm down for one more game, so let's just get this over with. And I was testing out new characters because my current character so far is Master Yi, and he's good and all, but he's more of an ambusher. Like people have to lead him to me so I can, like, you know, start ganking. And I mean, I'm doing okay with him, but Kog'Maw seems to be more of my character because Kog'Maw is like a chicken slug thing that just shoots acidic bullets at people. And his attacks, one attack is like shooting a glob of slime that like hits a target and like does damage, but it has acid in it, so it does more and more damage because acid eats away, but like it does ever so slightly more. But the more you keep applying, the more damage you'll do, obviously. Like, it stacks up, if I'm correct. Big Goron is up above, but he has a cold, so be quiet. Okay. Sorry. His next attack, hold on. Sneeze. I'd be all stuffed up. So cold. Do you have anything that could warm my body up? Though in the game, we'll eventually find... We'll get something that will help his cold, because there is, like I said, there's a trading system in this game. And it's a bit elaborate. But... the next move for Kog'Maw is a slime trail. No, his next move is it's kind of like entering a hyper mode where his rate of fire increases greatly, along with I think how much damage he does. Maybe his damage is lower just a little, but his attack rate increases greatly, and you just basically become like a stationary Gatling-like person. Should dig this up. I don't want to die from her. Okay, thank God. Damn it. So the next move, the other move is a Gatling-like, entering Gatling-like mode, or hyper mode, I guess. I didn't read it correctly, and don't be a little baby about it. Like, I'm not too into League, but I just now discovered a character I like, so maybe I'll get more into it. But anyway, aside from that, the next move on Cogma list is Slime Trail that basically I spit out like a big old hob of like a line of slime that both slows down and hurts people, and it's great for whenever you lead a enemy into a gang spank, and as they try to retreat, all you have to do is just apply some goop, and they're like instantly slowed down. They're also taking more damage, and since Kog'Maw has some rage on him, I can just attack while they're slowed down, and it helps great. Fuck's sake. And I just love it. I absolutely love it. It's easy. The snow, it blocks. The Z. It doesn't seem to hear you. Yeah. We need a item to use to wake him up, which, believe it or not, is a chicken. I seem to be saying that word a lot. Fucking like legs. Not a big fan of like legs. Oh. They just give us hearts. Nice. But there is an item here, actually. But I think it pops up later on. But I'm not sure. Let's check it out. Because this is a little secret area. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, it is. The little triangle. You got the pyramid jewel. So, in this game, there are 4 jewels you gotta get. A triangle one, a square one, a circle one, and an X. And I think the X is probably supposed to represent Mega Man X, because it is Capcom, and everyone loves to reference games from games that the company has made. And Mega Man X is a big title. It's a really good game, honestly. I love Extreme though. We actually need to make it winter. There we go. Alrighty, so now that it's winter, snow piles up and creates some paths for us. Oh. And Cog'Maw's ultimate move is an artillery strike, which, as the name suggests, you launch up a giant blob of your acid, and wherever it lands, it deals heavy damage, and also does acidic damage. So I don't know how much damage it does, just on the regular, but it deals massive damage. And whenever I die, Kog'Maw's passive ability is whenever I die, I enter kamikaze mode to... I don't know what it's called exactly. It's basically called kamikaze because I start to I have a strange reaction where my body will turn blue. Not blue. Purple. Shit. Fuck. My body will just begin to bubble up and stuff, and I instantly gain a speed boost along with invulnerability because I have no more health, and I'm able to explode. My blast radius is very small, but whoever is caught in it, they're hurt. My attack deals 400 damage, and it's nice for whenever a champion is on low health and trying to make a retreat, but he manages to end up killing you. But with my ability, since I'm dying, I become a bomb that I can just run up to people and, detonate. But I have 4 seconds to do so. There we go. Thank you, chicken. We actually gotta use this to stop the water. In order to open this. Nice. Hey! And my legs are completely shattered. Alright. Oh. Right, now we gotta make it summer? Yeah. Yeah. Let's do this. Level 4. Level 4. Dancing Dragon Dungeon. Cool name. Too bad the boss isn't a dragon. Oh. That's the quote-unquote inner criticism within me. But yeah, as I was saying, Kog'Maw seems to be my main guy, because if you get the items you can get for Kog'Maw are all increased fire rate along with increased damage, and fuck. No hitting. Alright. Now we're here. Let's bomb this. But yeah, if you just like do nothing but level up Kog'Maw's attack speed, he will basically become like a stationary Gatling without the need of activating Hyper. And it's so much fun just like launching from a distance and just completely splattering people with acid and just watching them melt. Yeah. But yeah, I wanna get him, but he's really expensive, and I can see why, because he has such a high fire rate, and he's kind of OP if you use him correctly. But he's not that hard to use, and I don't know. He could be one of my good characters that I can use later on. But we'll have to see. Because with me, I tend to like linger onto like to make a good example of this. Say in Call of Duty, I do like an up close and personal class where like, you know, it's a shotgun along with like a submachine gun that sprays people. Like that's for like up close and personal people. I can be good with that for a good while, but I eventually my skill will start to go down for some reason, because I don't know, something in me starts to like, you know, lessen like some type of skill within me, and I just start like sucking for some reason until like I switch it up, and like I can like do a, you know, an up close and personal class, but then like I could slowly start switching on to a long range class like snipers and such. And it's kind of happening in Doom, honestly, because my class is so far, or loadout, is a static rifle along with a combat shotgun or super shotgun. I have two classes with both static rifles and with each shotgun, but now I have a sniper class, whereas the Vortex rifle along with the combat shotgun, because the Vortex rifle does deal 40 damage if you just fire it off the bat, but if you charge it up, you can just like deal a one-shot kill if you're lucky. And I've been getting seemingly lucky, but now I'm starting to go for more like, not more of an up close and personal, but more of an ambusher. Like I'm becoming a supporter. It's weird though that like I tend to switch it up, but I don't know. And the same can kind of go for Dark Souls. I'll go for like a short sword class, and then like I'll go to a medium sword, then regular sword, then to a great sword, and now I'm starting to use like dual wielding weapons. And currently I have mannequin claws that their special ability is to dash up. Like, you know, like in Bloodborne, you can like dash up around and stuff instead of like, you know, dodging. That's kind of what the skill is for. Kind of like Mega Man, honestly, right there. But a little easier. And I don't really need to use the lantern because I know where exactly I'm going. Because you can see the whole floor lit up. And there was actually another secret to this. If you constantly like open your screen up and like back out, the whole place lights up. You see? It lights up for like a moment. And I use that to my advantage to see where I needed to go without using up my fire seeds. Fuck. But yeah, that was kind of like a little cheatsy doodle thing I did back then. Huzzah! But yeah, that's one thing I used a lot in this game, because if you remember the struggle back then with Game Boys, they had no backlight, so like we had to like position our game. We either had to play our Game Boys at night and not at night, in the morning. But if you play at night, you had to position your Game Boy near a light source. So you'd basically have to be playing your Game Boy under a light, like a lamppost or anything that's giving off light. Or if you were lucky, you could buy this like little light stand thing that sticks onto your that you plug into the side of your Game Boy that emits a light. Shit. And they weren't expensive and all, but like, you know, that was like the other way to have your Game Boy display light. And God, the struggle was real back then. It wasn't until the Game Boy Advance SP came out that they started having bad screens. And not only that, it was also backwards compatible with Game Boy Color games. And my God, once you were able to play Game Boy Color games on Game Boy Advance SP, you were able to see so many details. Like, you were just like, I've never noticed that before. Like, I was so shocked to, like, play this game and just, like, look at it and I'm like, there were this many colors in this game? And, like, have my mind explode because back then, Game Boy screens weren't lit at all. They were just, like, you know, they were just, like, dimly lighted. It was horrible. But, ow. Once, like, as technology advanced, we were able to, like, get the backlight advancement, and that helped with, like, you know, phones and all that. And God, it was like if you were a kid from the 90s, you knew the struggle. Like, you know the struggle of, like, trying to play your game at night because you can't see it. And if you're wondering how bad it is, look up a video of, like, the Game Boy Color versus Game Boy Advance SP. Or, like, lighting difference. And you'll see, like, what you need to, like, play your Game Boy Color at night versus playing a Game Boy Advance SP at night. The differences are significant. But as I said, the people from the 90s will know what I'm talking about. Like, the kids who were born in the 90s, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. That's gonna be all for now, everyone. Leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, grow, and in the next video, we're gonna be back in this level and trying to get good. But until then, I will see you all later.